Good evening, everyone. On the line, I have. What did you want to go by?
It doesn't matter. My name is John Haddock or Papa Nichols in the family.
All right. So we got Papa Nichols on the line. Papa Nichols has some good information regarding some more success with the with using the trust accounts, and some potential information that will be hopefully being tested out. And so this is more or less another huge win, if you will. So Papa Nichols, you had some information regarding a payment that you made and the confirmation at various stages of the payment. Did you want to give a brief idea to everybody what it is that we're talking about?
Sure, absolutely. I believe it's the universal and it's the same all over, but I would double check. I'm over in New Jersey here, and I used child support bill pay, which is value payment systems. And child support accepts more than one payment system, but this is a particular one that I used that I had success with. So I went ahead, I made a $2,200 payment. It was also a $64 convenience fee thrown on top of that. How nice. I used my original recipe, stuck with the original, and I made sure that my routing number from my original was FedWire eligible, and it was, it was current and up to date. And when I hit enter, it was immediate. It said, your payment has been received, confirmation number 8504875. And that was immediately. So I had a hard time believing that, and that was on a Tuesday, 3 o'clock in the morning. You stay up late, we all stay up late doing this stuff. So
Yeah.
I filed it during the week, and then next thing I know, it posted on the actual child support website because you have an account as well, whether you're the payer or the payee. You can check your stuff, and there it was. It was sitting right there. So, but before it was sitting there in child support, I was wondering about it, so I went ahead and I called Value Systems Support, and I basically said I made a payment of $2,200, 64 convenience fee, 195 with the confirmation. I said it isn't showing on the other end, so I wanted to follow up on it. And her response was, "Thank you for contacting us." E-checks, which is very important because remember how we were doing the validation thing before?
Yep.
With that phone number, and then it got disabled. Well, an e-check, it's the same thing as entering your digits on the phone. When they look at that e-check and use that, that's going to be validated. And she said that's immediate, but it'll take two to three business days just to show and be posted. And sure enough, that's what it did. And I have it clear across the board. And my ex actually takes hers. They have the option to leave their money in support, and they can get a card to use, a Visa card or whatever, or the person may put it in their personal account, the lesser bank, and that's what she did. So it made it all the way, and I have it documented all the way. So I will be forwarding that stuff to you. And so far, everything's good to go. I mean, it's all the way in her lesser account, so I can't see, well, anything can happen, but I can't see how it can be, reversed now. It's like 2 weeks old.
It's already paid out, right? So you did that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the 5th was the origination of it, and then that original receipt that night said your payment has been received. And then I read further on in their terms, and they said that this original confirmation number comes straight from child support. So it's just one universal number. You don't have a bunch of numbers. So indeed, it was immediate, but just didn't post for a while.
Right, and then once it did, it went through, and you have confirmation that she received the funds in her account. They cleared in her account. So.
Yeah. And then what we were talking about earlier, if you want to touch on it, it's a great idea that I'm going to try it real soon here. If you want to say, Mike made an interesting point earlier when we had a discussion. If with this working here, if you're on good terms with your ex or your significant other or whatever, you can just because your court orders say you have to pay a certain amount, you can overpay whatever you want. This is your child, this is your relationship, it's your business. So if you have a good working relationship with your ex and you overpay and you go and have a little conversation, and once everything clears out, well then everybody can be happy and maybe can help some people out of some hard times or some certain positions situations they're in. You had a good point.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. And um, definitely with that, I'm no legal expert, no attorney. The information I provide is just my own personal perspective and an informational and educational standpoint. But thinking at it, like if it was me and I touched on my situation with um, my children and the lack thereof of support that I've gotten. I thought of it from my standpoint with that, and I definitely think that for certain people that are struggling, that do have a working relationship with their ex, that it may be it may be a beneficial way if you decide to put a little extra to help out, and you guys agree on something for that to go be split, for use for the kids, then yeah, why not? May definitely be a way of getting around some of the stuff, and maybe a beneficial way to get funds. So now you said you're going to be forward along the documentation. So for you guys watching the video, when I receive that, I'll do an update video, and if there's also as new information comes out, any changes, then I'll do an update with this as well. But this is definitely a pretty big win. This is awesome. Thank you, Papa Nichols, for sharing that with everyone.
No problem.
No problem. It's definitely that's just more proof. More proof. So.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's all keep plugging away, I mean, like you said, that's not the main objective, but we might as well prove it as we're going along this route, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And if by finding things like this, you coming to me and telling me about your success, and then, us being able to have a conversation, we may have figured out another way of people being able to get some help and their hardships through that. So that's why it's so important for everybody to work together and try to unify, because as you find out these different tidbits of information, we're finding out different methods that we may be able to use to help each other, and to help with the different hardships and situations that everybody's in. So it's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Thanks. Thank you for everything you do too. I mean, and everybody, but I know you put your time in, man. So I really, really appreciate what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your time as well. Thank you for being willing to share all that information with everybody. Looks like we got we got another stone turned, and we've got a good amount of little hole here to go down and figure out everything that we can get out of this. So. Let's keep working at that and try to figure out if we have another way of helping people out.
Yes, sir. You got it. If anybody's got any questions, like you said, you're going to do the follow up, and I'm going to attempt to do the extra payment again. But my email is johnhaddock238@gmail. If anybody has any questions, specific questions about this, I can answer them for you, no problem.
Awesome. Sounds awesome. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it, and just another win for the home team. So.
You got it, Mike. You got it. I'll be in touch again. We'll be in touch.
Sounds good, brother.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Much love.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye
bye. All right, guys. Well, there you hear it. Another great piece of information for everybody in the community, in the family, everybody searching for answers. This, confirmation all the way through on a substantial payment, $2,000, over $2,000 to child support, which went to go and help, his ex with their children, and it's confirmed into her account. One thing that he's working on getting is he's already got a bunch of the documents. He's sending those over, and she's gonna be willing to. He's working with her to and from what it sounds like, she's more than likely going to be willing to provide, with her personal information blacked out, the funds transferring, showing the proof that they actually cleared in her account and everything. So this is definitely a pretty big piece of information and a pretty big win. And I think that as we were talking about, there may be more to this that may be able to be used to help people. So if you guys like what I'm doing, give me a like. If you haven't already subscribed, do so now, as we're just getting started. Most importantly, share this information, get this out. Much love to you guys. God bless you. And leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Much love.